Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatia Umaira binti Abdullah. My matrix number is 280983. I will present with my partner Nur Ain Shahira binti Muhammad Faizal 280789 in topic integration in finance application. Introduction. Integration is an important concept in mathematics, and together with its inverse differentiation is one of the two main operations in calculus, and the term integral can also refer to the notion of the antiderivative. Using integral calculus, one can compute the area under an implicit function and approximate the area under highly nonlinear functions. For the key concepts, financial integration is the process through which financial markets in an economy become more closely integrated with those in other economies or with those in the rest of the world. Financial integration could proceed with enforcement of a formal international treaty. This refers to two distinct elements. One is the provision of concerted or cooperative policy response to financial disturbances. There are several advantages of integrating financial systems through formal agreements. The foremost is the exploitations of economies of scale that can allow firms, in particular the small and medium-sized ones, that face credit constraints, to have better access to broader financial or capital markets. Individual risk could also be minimized by integrating into a large market and at the same time enhancing portfolio diversification. In addition, regulatory independence could be enhanced through formal integration, which widens the scope for participation in governing the financial system. For the method, integration is a method of adding values on a large scale, where we cannot perform general addition operation, but there are multiple methods of integration which are used in mathematics or finance to integrate the functions. There are different integration methods that are used to find integral of some function, which is easier to evaluate the original integral. For the first integration by partial fractions, we know that a rational number can be expressed in the form of P over Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not zero. Similarly, a rational function is defined as the ratio of two polynomials which can express in the form of partial fractions Px over Qx, where Qx not equal to 0.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ain Shahira binti Muhammad Faizal and my matric number is 280786. For example and analysis, using integral calculus, one can compute the area under an explicit function or approximate the area under highly nonlinear functions. Integral calculus is useful for pricing financial derivatives. The price of the derivatives contract is calculated as the present value of expected future payoffs that depend on the future asset price distribution. To deal with the non-normality features of asset return distribution, one has to use integral calculus to approximate the area under the squared density function when computing option prices. Integral calculus is useful for Monte Carlo simulation that are widely used for pricing derivative instrument with option type futures. When pricing options with Monte Carlo simulation, it is necessary to generate a large sample of possible future asset prices that will produce possible future payoffs. To do so, one has to draw a large number of random variables from a specific distribution. From random number generator, one may have to rely on integral calculus depending on the choice of a probability distribution for underlying assets. In conclusion, the research started with the motivation to explore how an organization managed to integrate financial data together from autonomous enterprise system in order to create a consolidated end result, hereby being influenced by various organizational and technological factors. Therefore, an explorative case study was initiated. The study suggests that organizational factors such as decentralized decision-making structures promote the existence of a multitude of systems. The multitude of systems in turn makes it difficult to automate financial data integration processes because data is dispersed between different systems. The finding regarding technological factors suggests that the architecture of an enterprise system has an ultimate influence over the data integration possibilities of an organization. Within the study, the case organization had opted to implement a setup that leaves the source systems free from direct system integration. However, if change were to be made to the setup, then yet again the importance of decision-making structures comes forward, as autonomous entities are not likely to work on integration without central governance. Thus, the multitude of systems is not something that is likely to be resolved without top management involvement. Data integration practice will continue to be present and required as long as organizations retain autonomous systems, something that is not easily taken away. Hence, organizations should find a way to effectively deal with the factors influencing data integration. Referring back to the introduction, organizations should not only focus on the maintenance of the individual source system, but also on improving the infrastructure. Hereby, an organization can unlock the financial system analysis prospect that an enterprise system can provide. That's all. Thank you.